let me copy this class name, and then I will create a test class here. Alt insert Java class test. Okay. And now let's write our unit test cases. So first thing I will do is that I will do it only using the single thread. The single thread would be doing push, pop, and peek, and then we will see with two threads or multi-threads. So we like two test cases here. So first of all, let me create my stack using locks, or maybe string is the easiest. So I'll just use the string generic type and my stack. And I will give the capacity of it in the constructor as say 5. Let's make it simple. Okay, so as we have seen that, if I go here, so here we in the constructor we are setting the capacity as 5, and we also initialize our stack and lock and the two conditions that we have defined. Let's go back here. Now to save some time, I will actually copy the single thread version from here, from the previous test class. Just copy this and put it here. Paste my stack using locks. Using single thread. Test my stack using locks. Okay. Or maybe I'll mark it as single threaded. Now for this thread we have already discussed before. Let's suppose at this point we are pushing A, B, C, D. It is still inside the capacity. So at this point, our stack would be looking like this, like A, B, C, D, with top pointing to D. After this, we do the peek and pop. Once we call this pop method, it means that the D would be gone and the top will move from D to C. So at this point, then we also like pop because the top element would be C. So once we pop, the C would be taken out. And then after at this point, it would be only B at the top, and then we check that the B should be there. So after this, we push or E on top of it. So it means that the top is pointing to E. That's why once we pop it, the E would be still there. And once we pop the top element E, then the B would support the next top, and this would be seen. So this is all we already covered in the previous one. One thing very important to check here is that if I hit the capacity right, if I add say E and F, I mean at this point, I'm trying to like add say D and say I insert an element as E and F. So at this point, we already have got 5 elements in the stack, and this push would be blocked because as we remember that my stack.push, if I just go here, it will go here and try to and see that the stack has hit this capacity, and then this thread will be held here at await at this point, because there is a single threaded application, the unit test that we have written, and there is no other thread which is going to pop it from here. So that's why this thread would be blocked forever until we pop any element from this thread using a second thread. Okay, so that's why this will not work in this unit single thread cases. So we have to ensure that in using a single thread, this should never hit the capacity. Otherwise, there would be a problem. So we can also like have in this type of scenario, what we can do is that we can actually have an overloaded method. So here in the signal all, in the await, we have got a timeout overload method as well. So in the await, we can actually also provide a timeout here. So in that case, this will just time out after some time, and then it should that thread which is waiting here, that will come out and not do anything. Okay, so this is what we can do, but let's make it simple first. We will already cover the multi-thread case in the next unit test case. So I will remove these two and ensure that it's all working. So let's run this test. We hope that it all works because it's very much similar to what we have done before in our previous implementations. And so it worked well. Now the real test is with the multi-threads. Let's do it now.